over the last 20 months or so, there's been one Broadway show that's been absolutely top of the line, number one thing that everybody has to do. And of course, that's been the musical Hamilton. And we're lucky enough today to be joined by Notre Dame alum, who's had a lot to do with the success of Hamilton, and also two members of the Chicago cast. Joining us today is Patrick Vassel, Notre Dame alum and the supervising director of Hamilton, both in Chicago, also on Broadway, and I think you're taking it overseas at some point in time?
Yeah, and the tour is open in San Francisco right now.
In San Francisco. And also, Ari Afsar, you are Eliza, you play Eliza Hamilton, and Joseph Morales, you play Alexander Hamilton on Sundays. Do you guys know what rock stars you are? You are just incredibly popular. You've got the whole campus abuzz. You can't get tickets. I will admit to you that I have not seen the show. Yeah. And do you know why I have not seen the show? Because I can't get a ticket. I mean, you go on the ticket sites and they're like $500, $600.
Well, now you know people.
Well, yeah, you can hook me up. So, Patrick, let's start with you. I saw your title, supervising director, and I said to myself, what is a supervising director? What does a supervising director do during a show? And how do I get your gig?
So I'm the associate and supervising director. So I was the original associate on the show, which essentially means that I was right there with Tommy Kail, our director, in the whole process of putting the show together. And then after the show, or after a company of the show is up and running, rehearsing understudies, scheduling, and then watching the show every week to sort of have the opportunity to collaborate with amazing artists like these two with what they're feeling up there. And, the show is a living, breathing thing. So,
I'm sure you make tweaks all the time,
Sure.
Little changes. Now, Ari, you come at this from the perspective of being an American Idol semifinalist.
Yep.
In season 8.
Yes.
And how did you make the trajectory from being an American Idol?
Well, they have nothing to do with each other.
Well, but you sang, so okay, you want to be an
Definitely
American Idol.
that did not help me at all.
It hasn't?
No,
Really?
absolutely not. No one cares. So I think that's like to try to ride the coattails of some other success is flawed thinking.
Yeah.
Every audition you have to come in prepared and organized and hardworking, and so that was one thing that I'd done that's the best and the worst experience of my entire life. And I auditioned for this show now a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah, and
That must have been the
It's
best phone
crazy.
call you ever got. Hey, you got the part of Eliza.
yeah, the first thing I said was why. So,
Hey, don't question it.
Yeah,
Just go
you
with
just
it,
go
right?
with it. Yep.
Now, Joseph, you were in a play that Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote
I did, yeah.
Earlier.
I did in the Heights.
In the
which
Heights.
is his first show.
so that might have helped you a little bit.
Well, I did know the whole team, but I mean, I had to audition and I fought for it
Oh,
as
I'm
well.
sure. Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the preparation to become Hamilton,
absolutely.
especially you're following in the shoes of Lin-Manuel Miranda.
It's a big job, especially following Lin, yeah.
And did he give you tips?
He did, yeah. I mean, he's always been so approachable and is so kind and really encourages us to be ourselves and to bring who we are into the characters and to not replicate in any way. And so that's been really inspiring and pleasant and really fun to work that way,
He sounds like a great guy.
He
seems
really
like
is.
such a great guy. Now, I understand, you're working on a play about Father Soren.
I am.
Right? And it's a single-person play, a one-man play. Tell us about that. What is it called?
So it's a show called Soren Speaks. And it's an opportunity for us to tell a story that a lot of people know the name, and obviously we know the statue out on campus, but it's a chance for us to really actually the story of Notre Dame told by the man who founded it. So Christina Gorman, who's also a Notre Dame alum, wrote an incredible script, and so we are in the midst of putting together our team of designers and really going through the process of bringing it to life. So it's been an incredible opportunity for me to be back on campus and to be really collaborating with Christina on this amazing story.
You're the walking embodiment of why getting a liberal arts degree is a good thing, right? Don't ever let anyone tell you it's not. All right, so our viewers now at home, you're going to want to stay tuned because later on this hour, we're going to get to hear a couple of selections from Hamilton. The rock stars are going across the street over to Washington Hall to sing for us. I can't wait to hear. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
We'll see you
Yeah.
soon.